Ito na yung straight. Hawks, maiksi, labas. Wa.
Buboy.
Ang bagal ng kalaban. Ang bagal niya. Kunin mo sa bilis ng paa.
Well, so much for one voice coming out of the corner. That's Buboy Fernandez, close friend of his and his second usually when he's training in the Philippines. Freddie Roach not saying much. Joel Diaz intense, asking him to step back and strictly asking him to counter every time Pacquiao goes aggressive. Take back and counterpunch and let go of that right hand. He'll walk into something.
Round number 2 here, the main event. Manny Pacquiao, Timothy Bradley, and Timothy Bradley, the junior welterweight champion of the world, extremely impressive in the first round because this is a super fight. This is a big moment. And normally you'll see some apprehension, some feeling out, some rough work as he catches a straight left hand from Pacquiao. But he went right past that and got right into a good boxing match.
And I think Bradley has that's exactly the hook that I thought Pacquiao is going to catch him with, much like Kendall Hope. And this is what I was talking about earlier, Brian, that now the swarming and the rapid punches that Bradley's doing, once you get hit, you are who you are, and essentially, whatever you're made of comes out.
And Robert Byrd, look, I think some of those shots weren't legal.
I agree.
But Robert Byrd, I like the general sensibility he has in fight out of that. Don't look to me. Fight out of that, fellas. And I tell you what, Bradley showed he's got the Bushido. He's got the fighting spirit in that, hey, if I'm close to you, I'm going to try to harm you.
Well, that's the Bradley we're used to seeing. That's the Bradley who came out once he got hit and he felt a little of that power.
Showing no respect for Pacquiao as Bradley steps in and ups the work rate. Yet, he has been caught now and then by something electric by Pacquiao. Anything can happen here.
Yes, and I firmly believe Pacquiao's right hook is going to be the secret weapon tonight.
It just landed too, Mario. You're spot on. That right hook just lands off the side of the head of Bradley, but he was not hurt. Felt it, though. It's a scoring shot.
Took Pacquiao about 2 rounds to sort of warm up and get into the groove of things. But Bradley's doing a good job of sticking to his game plan, still counter-punching, which, by the way, I think is his best plan of attack.
What an answer by Timothy Bradley. As he gets backed up, Bradley then just bulldozed Pacquiao with good, clean punches back to the ropes. I haven't seen that in a long time.
He's fighting a very, very smart fight.
I don't know if I've seen it ever, actually.
I've
seen big guys bulldoze him. I've seen De La Hoya jab at him, but I've never seen him go back by a guy throwing strong combinations.
He's a bulldog in there. He's smaller. He's able to get into these punches, smaller meaning in height.
But he looks smooth, too, right now. He's throwing out a smooth jab.
He is, and he's taking steps back. I'm telling you, the blueprint has been set on how to make Pacquiao's life complicated in the ring, and that's Juan Manuel Marquez. And that's the page they're turning to now.
Manny Pacquiao going in, wants to hit him with his money shot. Look, Manny Pacquiao has become a superstar by being willing to wade through the fire of Miguel Cotto, of Antonio Margarito. Here, though, he's facing a very different buzzsaw, not a bigger, slower man. A man who's his size, who seems to be just as strong and just as fluid offensively.
A high-volume output is what Timothy Bradley has, a high-volume output. If he's able to stand and trade with him, then it will get interesting.
Pacquiao, a little frustration there at the end as he ate a jab, a clean shot, and then tried to answer after the bell. If you're Bradley's corner, I think you have to be thrilled.
No, you're thrilled. You're thrilled with the way he's performing. You got to stick with the same game plan. That being the counter-puncher.
Wow, my heart rate is elevated. That is,
I'm right there with you.
Because, you know, look, Manny Pacquiao at a certain point is going to throw himself into this. Let's listen in.
Don't get careless.
Hey, you controlling the fucking fight. But I don't want you to fucking feel like you got this shit. You don't got nothing until the last bell rings.
Here's Manny Pacquiao with a big left hand. Bradley taking that punch rather well.
I tell you.